But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Candy Shop. I am Candace.
Hello.
I'm Sunny.
And I'm the old Sunny, but the new Sparkle.
We're having a meeting in the ladies' room. So when I thought of this show, I thought of it earlier in the day. Mm-hmm. We just gonna jump right into it. So I thought of this show earlier in the day. I don't know Sunny from the old Sunny. I know Sunny from Don't Tell Me Tell the People, and I know Sparkle Alley. And so from Sparkle Alley, with what I saw, she's very positive. I know she's trying to change because she used to be a part of the beef sector. But when I called this show together, I didn't know everything that had transpired today. So we're gonna jump it right off with these YouTube streets. I do want to give a disclaimer. I don't want any disrespect in the comments. Also, from us, we're unbiased with the situation. I myself am a subscriber of Hood Life Chronicles. I love her. She was one of the first people I subscribed to when All About the Tea stuff happened. Right. So shout out to her. I hope as women we can come together. I hear a little feedback. I'm gonna mute myself soon, but hopefully we can all come together. I do want to hear Sparkle Alley's perspective on what happened.
So I was told not to be long-winded, so basically All About the Trees had a live today, and things were mentioned about my childhood and almost like made a mockery out of it. And I thought Hood Life Chronicles and I had a great rapport. You know, I've been on her panel. She's come over to my chat. We've had behind the scene conversations through the DMs and on the phone call through the DMs. So I thought we were all good to go. You know, I met Hood Life Chronicles the same time that I met Sunny. And, you know, we all had difference of opinions. However, we were able to, you know, continue to have a great dialogue amongst one another. Well, All About the Trees was going in, and there was a troll account that came in and basically was trolling them, just like Sunny in your chat. Chrissy Teigen was trolling you, and they took Hood Life took the bait without doing research, and she said some things that I found very you know, problematic for me. And basically I was like, well, damn, I didn't even do nothing to this lady. Like, you know, why the hate? But I guess, you know, when you're hanging with low hanging fruit, in the words of me, that's what you're going to give. So yeah, I was hurt. I was like, damn, I haven't even done nothing to anybody for somebody to basically talk about behind the scene conversation in a sense and put false narratives out there and not even stand up to, you know, because they were talking about my child in the chat. They were talking about my child, and, you know, I didn't really hear I heard crickets. But when it came down to bashing me, that's when a lot of people had a lot of mouth. So, you know, that kind of hurt my feelings. And yeah, I went stark to stupid.
Yes. And I definitely hate that you had to go through that. Coming from, because I like I said, I like both of you. Hood Life Chronicles and yourself. I knew of Hood Life Chronicles prior to you, though. So
right.
And what was presented to her, I hate that she was put in that situation to have to go through that. With the children thing, I definitely felt like that should not, their children are off limits. So hopefully we can all come together. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't know what they're talking about with the IP address thing.
So they're saying they tracked the troll account and it was my IP address. But if y'all found it just like that, how come y'all didn't find Monica? Oh, okay. Crickets. Be quiet.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I was just listening to it. What I didn't like is the fact that she had made the statement about you having intercourse with your father.
No, that's not my father. That's my predator. That's my mom's husband.
Right. So she said that, and I just felt like that. Why would someone say that if you were a child? And that kind of repulsed me, and I unsubscribed. I like Hood Life. You know, Hood Life is cool. I just started following following All About the Trees because of Hood Life. But that little statement right there, I don't.
That hurt. That's what triggered me right there. And because I felt like nobody stood up and said anything, like, you know what, let's not talk about that type of stuff. I was very vulnerable enough to share my testimony. And for somebody to throw it back in my face like that, I just kind of felt like low-hanging fruit again.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it comes together. Nikki Pooh said it's Hood Life coming up. When I thought of this show, it was prior to knowing about all of this. I know Sparkle Alley from Sunny's channel, Don't Tell Me, Tell the People. Hood Life Chronicles, I've never collabed with her. If she wants to come up, I would love for her to come up so that it could be a discussion amongst ladies, because my channel is about positivity and coming together as Black women. I really do feel like it was a misunderstanding between you and Hood Life. I hate that these YouTube streets get so dirty when it does not have to be. We're all content creators trying to come up. You yourself, Sparkle Alley or Sunny, as you were called prior. I know they've said you were in the beef sector. You've had this channel, so I don't know everything about your history. I didn't follow the beef sector. I didn't know there was a beef sector until recently. So if Hood Life Chronicles is watching, if y'all want to message her, yes, she's more than welcome to come up and speak, and we will have a respectful conversation as Black women.
Absolutely.
I'll message her.
Yeah, go ahead and message her, Sunny, because I don't talk to her, but I love Hood Life as well. I like her content. I watched a little bit of All About the Trees. I'm saying that channel. Burn said no shade. I just didn't know the story. All About the Trees is the avatar, so no views. Hey, baby cakes, my kiddo. And yes, thank you to everybody that's watching. Yes. So Dad was gonna come up, but
he said not today.
Yeah.
I just left for some beat. I ain't trying to get back up in it. I don't blame him.
And I understand that. So if Hood Life wants to join me, I'm definitely here for it. I think, and thank you, Miss B More AT Alien Stan. This is the first time I'm seeing you. Thank you for joining. Yes, the positive energy. I don't know how you can track an IP address. So LB says staying in the bushes. So there, peace and blessings. Yes, peace and blessings. Please just good vibes only. Yes. So I just wanted to be good vibes. I wanted you to speak on it since I asked you to be on my channel. Hey Marcella.
Hello, Marcella. Hello, so debonair too.
Yes, it's good to see you as well. But I want to speak positivity because right now it's lacking on YouTube. And hopefully in the future, you guys will be able to talk it out. If she doesn't want to join, I respect that as well. But I wanted to address that first. Any more thoughts on that before we continue to the next topic? Because the reason why I wanted to bring us together, Sunny, we started a conversation about R. Kelly on your show and about predators, and we didn't get to talk about it and voice our opinions on that. I wanted to talk about that. And then I also wanted to talk about protecting Black women as well.
Right. I want to say this before we get started. Mm-hmm. When I met Sparkle Alley, it was because of being struck down by Mr. Yates. And we had a good conversation. I actually was just roaming through YouTube and I saw her and I said, girl, don't worry about him. But she said, do you want to come up? Yeah. So I came up and this is how we met. Mm-hmm. And she came over and she spoke. And Sparkle is, I don't know about her from the beef sector either, but she has said several times, let her grow. Can she grow and become a different person? Right. So let her do that. Let her become a better person because that's what she wants to do. Everybody, I think that's a beautiful thing that you find a young woman as her willing to say, I was wrong. I made mistakes. Now I'm trying to rectify those mistakes and become a better person. So, I have her back. That's my sister on YouTube. I don't care about her beef sector because I don't know anything about that. I know who she is today. Everybody has a past. I don't care what it is, but who she is today is a different person. And she's asking you all to give her a chance and let her be better. So we're not doing this beef. We don't do it on my channel. We ain't doing it over here. We ain't doing it on So Debonair's. We ain't doing it on Marcella's. We ain't doing it on Sparkle Alley's. And that's what it's going to be. Period.
Thank you. Can you be my PR?
Yes.
I'll pay you.
And that's short and sweet.
I'll pay you. Pay you in super chat.
Yes, Marcella said, what is the beef sector? The beef sector, I guess, it seemed like they just go back and forth with each other.
It's a circus. That's what it is. We're here to hunker entertain y'all by,
right.
boing each other upside the head, pretty much.
Yes. And yes, Samaya, she said, thanks for being fair, neutral, smart, and kind, Candy. Yes, shout out to Milwaukee. Yes. out. But yeah, the beef sector, when I saw it, I didn't want no parts. I didn't want no smoke with the beef sector.
Right.
And Marcella said, I love Sparkle Alley. She is unique in her own way.
Exactly.
Yes. Some combos need to be private, though. No beef tonight. Yes. So I will say that with making it private, I definitely feel like Hood Life, I was about to say Sunny, Hood Life and Sparkle Alley do need to have a private conversation.
Right.
Yes, I don't have the estrogen or boobs. Am I allowed in the chat? Yes, you can come to the chat. You can actually
come on, make it make sense.
You can come on the panel because I did want to talk about R. Kelly. Anybody that wants to join, if you ain't on no BS like Todd, if you ain't here to bring the bullshit like Todd, that's my favorite line from Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you ain't here to bring that bullshit like he brought, then yes, you can come on the panel. Section 8 of YouTube. Yes, it is the Section 8. Oh, so Debonair said he will come. Yes. And my kiddo, shout out to the Midwest. Where are you from, my kiddo? I'm just going to say Mo kiddo. My kiddo. Yes, there are many of us that have parts of our past that we aren't proud of. Thank God for that. Hey. Yes, thank you.
Look, I got my little bottle over here just in case.
I got mine too. I was able to be here.
So yeah, I'm all for the private conversation in regards to these beefs instead of bringing it online. Oh, and my kiddo is from Indiana. Yes, make sure you hit that like button. Thank you, Marcella. So it definitely seemed like a misunderstanding. And hey, Michelle. It definitely seemed like a misunderstanding. The subscribers, I will say this, a lot of times subscribers will have us against each other.
Right.
And you do have to do your research, but also sometimes when you're up here on these panels and these
what's going on?
Subscribers come, they catch you off guard too. So you get like the first reaction. But let's do, are y'all done with talking about this or do y'all?
Can I ask Deb a question? You know my questions be public sometimes.
Oh, shoot.
I'm not going to bring up an individual's name or anything. I'm just going to bring up my subject matter. Okay. Did you feel some type of way about my subject matter when I spoke about the subject?
I didn't know because we had already talked about it.
Okay. Say less, because I was like, I didn't know if you felt some type of way. I'm like, me and him had the same conversation behind the scenes.
Like literally what we talked about, you talked about it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, cool. That wasn't bad. I was nervous.
And let me say this. You know, there was something happened to my channel, and then backstage, you guys fixed it.
You say again?
I said something happened on my channel when you were there, and then backstage, you guys fixed it.
Yes. Oh yeah, we can break. That's good news.
So you know, I mean, I don't know what the past was, but I do know that something happened on my channel, and I know that you guys fixed that.
Yep, we are good.
You know, I can vouch for that.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, good.
People grow, people change. You ever heard the song Change by Change by Aretha Franklin?
Yes.
Change is good. Evolution. Change.
I just don't think it's fair sometimes. I know we put ourselves in a vulnerable spot being a content creator, but it's like everybody gets to see our mistakes, but we don't get to see theirs. That's not fair. But we put ourselves here, so.
That's very true.
Yes.
This could be a whole conversation in itself.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sparkle, are you opposed to private conversations, or do you like to just put it all out there?
Well, I blocked Hood Life and Renee, both her channels on IG. But I said it. I said I had temporary feelings. You know, that was a knee-jerk reaction of how I responded. I don't think I dragged her at all, but I was very disappointed. And like I said, I just needed some time for it to linger. But I will be open to a conversation with her, just as I've been open to conversations with people that I've had discrepancies with as well. So yes.
And you had one.
You said what?
You had one.
Well, yeah, I had one with her before. So
behind the scenes, and y'all fixed it.
Right.
No.
Oh, no, they never had one. They never had one. This is the day.
No. I'm talking about what happened on my channel.
Oh yeah.
Oh, with the other
behind the scenes, y'all had it publicly, but y'all fixed it behind the scenes.
Yes, we did.
So you are open to that.
Yeah, but with this individual just happened today. I don't know if you know what happened today.
Oh, no. The question was, are you open to behind the scenes? And I said, you have.
Oh, yeah. I have.
And I don't mean to be an interviewer because now I feel like an interviewer, but Sparkle Alley, I know you say that you're growing.
Yes, I'm here for it.
In your growth, are you willing to have those private conversations first before you take it to YouTube?
Absolutely. And that individual, Hood Life Chronicles, and I have had somewhat of a discrepancy before, and I pulled up in her DMs, and we had a private phone call conversation. So I thought we had a report. If there was any type of issue, we could be able to discuss it. So when that unfolded on that channel like that, I was just like, interesting.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'll just leave it at that. We can go to the next topic. What I brought us here for is the R. Kelly case. I wanted to talk more about that and what was going on with that, because now we have the situation with Tasha K happening. We have things that have come out in the case, and I know.
Can you fill me in on that? Because I've been in my own stuff. What's been going on with the Tasha K situation?
I said, who is that right there?
So Tasha K is
my co-host podcast.
Sorry. So Tasha K, me and So Deb just talked about this. Tasha K is a content creator as well. She has about 1 million subscribers. And and I'm like, yes, be more ATLian Stan. She said, please unblock and not have an online convo. Let's not do YouTube justice. It don't work. Thank you, Candy. Yes.
I received that.
Yes. Sonny, you had a date night looking good.
It's my stepson's birthday. He turned 18. He got his driver's license today. He went and got his license, honey. He was driving. He passed the test. Yes. And actually, I didn't have this on. I had another little leopard thing. I should be from New Jersey because I love leopard. I should be on the Jersey Housewives. I had a little leopard shirt on, but no. And I had to put on a darker lipstick because I'm drinking this cheap red wine and it's staining my lips.
Well, going back to Tasha K. Tasha K. It's okay. Tasha K is in trouble with the feds. So apparently, 2 years ago, I had watched her channel. She had leaked some transcripts from R. Kelly and his girlfriends while he was in prison. And allegedly, these transcripts came from an officer in the jail that R. Kelly was with. So the feds watched this officer for 6 months. The officer was basically going into the records, downloading the transcripts of his conversations, all of that, emailing it to herself, printing it out, and sending it to Tasha K.
Under investigation
by the feds. And so Tasha K allegedly, let me put up the alleged sign, allegedly paid this person for this. And that's how she's in trouble. And so what they have to determine is whether or not Tasha K knew this was illegal to do this, because this so-called officer was basically, sworn in to, you're not supposed to be looking into this stuff. And she was going in every day pulling the records of R. Kelly.
That's pure dedication right there, okay?
Yeah.
That's dedication.
Thank you.
But I mean, where did this come from? How did this break?
Apparently the warden contacted the feds and said y'all had a mole, and then when they investigated, they found out that the officer was working for the warden, and the Daily Mail put this story out.
So they named Tasha K?
Yeah. Wow. They investigated the officer's home. Once they found out who the officer was, they investigated her home and they wanted all her records, and they were searching for things, and they found out she was communicating with a young lady here, Tasha K, in Atlanta, allegedly. So
Child. So Cardi B messing up her damn mailbox, and now she under federal investigation.
Yes, be right back. My husband has his oven on and something is burning, so I'll be right back.
No problem. I do want to say, I know this sounds bad because I know how you feel, Sonny, but I do want to say, for somebody who is in the gossip sector, she like the first Black woman that hit 1 million subscribers. Isn't that
She doesn't have 1 million yet.
Oh, why
She has
was
like 900. She's not. She hasn't hit 1 million, and neither has the other girl that she's supposed to be competing against.
All about the tea?
No.
Tea. It's
Lovely Tea.
Lovely Tea.
Yeah.
They're like neck and neck.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I mean, I don't dislike her.
I know the boundaries set over there. So I was just like, I just want to say it because I saw another YouTuber like talking about it, like she had a million subscribers. I didn't go into it, but I was like, that's dope if she did, because it's about time somebody hit 1 million. Like, dang, what's going on with the algorithm? She should have been hit 1 million.
What do you call hit 1 million?
Huh? Who?
Samuels.
I'm talking about Black women. I ain't talking about Black women. He hit 1 million though?
Yeah, he's over 1 million.
Damn.
Yeah, she's at 9,066.
Oh. So how are you feeling about I'm moving the goalpost. Never mind. Candy, go ahead, because I don't want to take over. My bad.
No, I wanted to hear your question. I want to hear your question.
Sonny, how do you feel about Kevin Samuel? Because I know you were a big supporter of him. Like, you made that
big shitty. I don't care for him anymore because now that I know that his attitude towards workers, towards real stylists, he has an issue with them. Mm-hmm. And besides, he goes in and he messes up people's bathrooms. I don't like that either.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shitty situation.
It's a
very
shitty.
Very shitty. Very shitty.
Like I said, you can't make this shit up.
So I want to go to Gloria Ingram's comment. The correctional officer was in Wisconsin that was getting the information. So they were able to track it down. But how do we get on Kevin Samuels? I want to know that.
But there's about 1 million subscribers.
Right.
Oh, there, yeah.
Why am I so delayed?
Let's read. Make it make sense. He said, if R. Kelly gets off because of Tasha K, I will be disgusted. She directly profited off of championing the cause. I would feel better that she donated the proceeds from those videos to a women's charity. Exactly.
Right.
But she, I guess she kind of hurt the defense's case. I don't know.
So with Tasha K right now, I mean, has she responded? What has she said?
Somebody put it up here. She posted a picture of herself saying her last meal, and it was lobster. She had lobster in the background, and she's like, my last meal.
Oh, so she's trolling.
Mm-hmm.
She's trolling.
Mm-hmm.
So she's taking it as a joke.
Yeah, pretty much. You never know. Shoot, you never know.
You don't mess with ass, girl. That's one thing you don't mess with.
I'm laughing at young rich kid. You think Tasha K looks like Boosie? We will not go Black women.
This is supposed to be about positive things about Black women, and he comes talk about she look like Boosie. and there is some days she look like Boosie, because one time I saw her, she had a dirt to have on a bathing suit. I was like, girl. And you talk about people?
I like Tasha K. I don't like some of the things she said, though. Some of the things that she said has been controversial. And like even with the Brother Polite situation, and she said like the girl had his thing in her mouth. The way that she described it, sometimes when you talk about sensitive topics like that, you need to censor what you're saying. And so I don't know if she was saying if for clickbait or what, but whatever it is, she don't need to be saying it. So I didn't agree with that.
She says a lot of things, I think, that can be derogatory and mean. So that's why I really don't watch her, because I don't like all that mean. It's funny if you just a little shade here and there, but she's real grimy mean. You know, the way she went off on what's the one dude, the other one, he lost all this weight and he kind of nodded off because he said he had been drinking, but they said he was doing drugs.
Oh, Jaheim?
No, the other blogger.
Oh, blogger. Oh. Are you talking about Hollywood Unlocked?
Yes.
Jason be talking some cash money ish.
He does. He does.
That's a fair fight. That's a fair fight right there.
He talks. He's mean too.
Yes, that's a fair fight.
But she's going in on him. He's mean too.
Yeah, very much so. Him, Kaya, Tasha K, they all in the same rim. Okay,
but Kaya's different. Kaya's a different. She's funny mean.
Wait, she can be mean.
Is she a blogger?
Kaya.
Kaya's the one.
Y'all would consider her a blogger?
Maddie, they did the Queen's Court.
Is she still blogging?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. She has her own website.
Oh, she's just not on YouTube.
No,
she's on YouTube.
Oh. Yeah, but she keep getting in trouble.
Yeah, I thought they banned her from YouTube.
Oh, they did. Child. She was the first. She was the Queen's Court.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one who made all that up, and then Maddie went and
did the LLC.
Did all the business stuff to it, and she didn't want any parts of it because she said, well, basically she tried to say that Maddie stole her business, but Maddie was trying to grow, and Kaya wasn't trying to grow like that.
But that wasn't fair of Maddie to do that too, though.
And hey, J Rock, I haven't seen him in like 6 months since I last talked about Kevin Samuels, so it's interesting that he's here.
You can come troll me if you feel like you can.
How people are trying to talk about Tasha K's video in February that R. Kelly may be innocent, but R. Kelly is not innocent. So we're moving on from that.
I wish you had Nikki Pooh up here. I swear I do.
So for this question,
gonna let you talk.
For this question, how far do y'all think that Tasha K just kind of takes it too far on stuff?
You want to climb in?
Yes, and I'm gonna let y'all speak. I need to check my baby real quick.
Okay.
I
don't think that this story is unbelievable because I think that Tasha K takes it really, really, really far for her stories. And maybe that's why she's close to 1 million subscribers for what she does, because it does seem like she does take it really far. We've seen some interviews from her with Jaguar, right? Yeah. Even with Sam and Pepper's daughter, like she kind of takes it far. So for me, hearing this, I don't put this past her.
Tasha K.
Yeah.
You don't put it past her?
Not at all.
Yeah. At this point, I think she's probably trying to. Hasn't she always been about shock value anyway?
Yes.
I think she wants to hit that 1 million mark.
Yeah, and I was about to say that, and she probably wants to hit that 1 million mark.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Tasha K, and this is what I get from her. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard her testimony. First of all, she's a Pisces, so that should tell you something. A fish going up, a fish going down. She's in the battle with herself. Kind of gives me Gemini vibes, but that's a story for another day. I kind of feel like,
honey.
Yeah, but Pisces are very emotional.
They are.
That's what scares me about Tasha K, because I feel like, how much of a facade are you putting on screen? Because I know she going batshit crazy behind the scenes. I just know it. I know her husband is the Ike without the domestic violence, and she is the Tina. Okay, get it together, But it's kind of weird to know that she is a Pisces and she can be so unattached, unemotional, and just almost like just straight to just screaming and drinking. I mean,
I think that alcohol and success will take you there. Like if you have a goal and you've been able to get views from doing outlandish things, then I think that it will take you to that point.
Yes. Yeah. And that's the thing. I do believe that she kind of has led all of us. I mean, before her, who else was drinking on live like that and just getting slizzard? Nobody.
Thank you for paving the way. Sorry, thanks for paving the way.
I mean, to each his own, but I do think there's a lot of things she's been a catalyst of that could be considered positive, but there are some things she's definitely done. Like, I didn't like when she interviewed Jaguar Wright's son. I just thought that was just a moment where it was like, ooh, no, you shouldn't have went that far. She gets too invested, and it's almost like she goes down the rabbit hole her damn self, So you got to be careful with that.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
I am back. That was a lot.
Like, you know, how far do you go to get there? You know what I mean? When I think about this kind of stuff, you know, because this is all allegedly, we don't know if this is true or not. But as far as a YouTuber, like, how far do you go to get where you want to be? YouTube beef ain't fun. I can tell you that. It's just not fun. So I don't know. Like, I just want to understand, like, the mind frame of that type of person.
Well, the money, money. Look at Tasha K. Tasha living good, eating good, sleeping possibly good. I don't know, but she eating good. Good money. Look at the celebrities. When they go from having no money to now having the breast, they just change so much about themselves because they're getting the almighty dollar. If you go to Social Blade and look at how much Tasha K is making, and that's not even including her super chats. Trust and believe, she's definitely in a sunken place in a sense spiritually, but the money is definitely suppressing and depressing whatever she's going through because she can buy whatever she wants to make her happy temporarily. But that's my thought.
You think she's going through something?
Absolutely. So, Debonair, you can say when you in the hot seat, and she's been in the hot seat for 3 years straight.
It just seemed like she don't care, and then she has so many subscribers.
Girl,
you know what I think is funny? It's like when you think about the people who do like vlogging and the mukbangers, like they don't have to go this far to get those subscribers, to get that money.
That's not true. Nikado Avocado.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, the boy that's always crying and eating. The white guy that's always crying and eating.
Well, I'm thinking about like there's
so
some
good.
people I watch that they have a lot of subscribers. They actually have like 2 channels. There's like a vlog channel and there's a mukbang channel. They have over like 400,000 subscribers. They don't go far for this stuff. They just do like pranks and they like fake pranks. So like how far do you go as a YouTuber to get that? Like if it means all that to you.
Exactly.
So I was just talking about this today because now I feel like I found my little sector. I want to start holding us accountable, but including myself in it too. So I feel like it's in the Black community sector. It's really prominent in our sector, and we basically have to have that crab in a barrel like mentality to basically get to the top. If you think about it, Tasha K, everybody who is shooting at Tasha K are shooting up, and she's shooting up at everybody else like the celebrities. It's a crab like mentality. But
do we have to, or do
yes,
do we feel like we have to attack each other to get there? Because I feel like if we change the attacking each other to supporting each other, it would be the same thing.
No, you wouldn't, because you would not. If Tasha K was not bashing for cash, people would not have their ass over there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
I want to ask this: Who does she bash? Who does she bash?
She used to bash Cardi B. Let's go ahead and be honest. She talked about her child. You know what I'm saying? When the whole situation with Jaguar, even though they were both, sparring with each other, she's also done that. She's went as far to even interview her family. Like that's something that's on a whole different level. You understand? That's almost kind of like when Oprah Winfrey did the interview with Monique, her mama, and her brother, who allegedly, did what he did without her knowing. That's low. That affects people.
Yeah. So she was bashing celebrities versus right now, to me in the YouTube streets, it seems like content creators going after content creators.
Yes.
Both don't have nothing and we're bashing each other.
Right. Well, absolutely.
And I guess that's my question. Like, what if we change the bash to supporting?
We ain't going to get the views. That's the truth.
The same amount of bashers, if they change their bashing to supporting, it would be the same because there are people who bashing.
But that's like saying, when are we going to get all white people to like us? It's not always going to be it's realistic.
I'm not saying that it's an actual thing. I'm just saying, why don't we support instead of bash people? Because if we did, it would be the same thing. Whoever you support instead of bashing them, because we geared towards hating people instead of liking people. And Sonny says all the time, when I'm doing politics, I get 30 people. When I do like prayers and morning motivation, I don't get a lot of people. But when it's bashing, it's like a lot of people there. Mm-hmm. If we change that, like why are we so stuck on that?
What did I say?
You said when you do politics, like 30 people, you like that.
Yeah, you know, it's only when we have you know, beef or whatever. I mean, people like to see that. That's why you watch, that's why you tune into the Real Housewives and stuff like that. You tune in because you want to see the drama of these women that are living behind these pearly gates that,
Right.
you know, we want to live behind. Oh, they have issues too. Oh, they have drama too. That's why it became so big. Hi, Nihar.
Man.
So, you know, and so YouTube, because nobody's really watching television anymore like they used to. You're watching these, you know, you're binge watching, or you're watching these reality shows that had you captured, you know, before the pandemic. Now the pandemic is here, people are literally watching YouTube.
And we're like the real life reality show.
You're right.
Exactly.
So there's no commercials. You don't have to deal with all the, you know.
Well, if you monetize
it's
this,
unscripted. Exactly. So people want to see that.
But I'm just
so yeah.
But my question is that, you know, in our sector as Black people, why is this where we go to for content on YouTube? I mean, because we're asking the question about Tasha K and R. Kelly. And she went all the way to the point where now there may be a lawsuit here.
Yeah.
Why is this what we watch? Like, why can't we change it to watching positive stuff for Black people?
Marcella hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
And my thing is that some subscribers elevate the issues with tubers.
Right.
And they do.
Yeah,
I'm a testament to that. Like, my channel is small, even though me and Sodev just talked about I'm a big YouTuber. So
you are a big YouTuber.
I'm gonna manifest that. But no, with Candy Washington, I'll be collaborating with her next week. The subscribers tried to create an issue between me and her because she called her channel her show The Candy Shop. And you know, I am the candy shop. They try to create beef.
I am the candy shop.
Well, that's my channel. You know,
but y'all probably did like the Boy Is Mine situation.
Exactly. And which is why it would be so cute. It would be so cute. Like, but her subscribers used to come on and be like, "Hey, CEO Candy Shop" to her. And I'm like, damn.
Right.
Business.
So a lot of it is caused by, you know, just like the drama you just had
You're right.
earlier.
Yeah.
Ollie, Sparkle, or you. Somebody goes back to.
We all had a little something today, huh?
Right. And sometimes you have to be able to take it in, but not react so quick. Don't let it take over your emotions. So that's why I say a lot of times you got to sit back, inhale, exhale, count to 10 if that's what you have to do, and then move forward. Because, you know, as Black people, we are very emotional creatures, more so than any other person. And we react without thinking first. And then after we go through the process, then we sit there and we go, I probably shouldn't have done that. That's why white men are more serial killers, right? Because they sit back and I'm just joking.
But I guess
they're praying. They'll wait for 2 or 3 months before they react.
But my question is this, though. You know, why do our subscribers look for more beef than actual content?
Because
why do you think that?
Because that's because, you know, I believe maybe it's part of needing something to react to, release something. It's something, I don't know, maybe it's something they need to release. Or they're not going through the same pain. Everybody's going through something, just like I'm going through something. So I'm happy to see that these people are going through something. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Well, I'll say this, and I'm gonna be very honest. So when y'all know I went through something recently, I didn't lose subscribers. My subscribers stayed at the same. I actually got more today. Normally when stuff starts to happen on my channel, I gain people because I think that when I give off what I have, it's more of a positive vibe. So I don't think that everything has to be like a tear people down situation. People were like, they're losing. I'm like, I haven't really lost anything. When I was losing them, I was getting them right back. So I just wonder, I mean, I'm just thinking right now, because we're talking about Tasha K and the outlandish thing she had to do to get, you know, subscribers. Because I know that a million point is big. I think it's easier for vloggers and for mukbangers to actually get that, to hit that faster than us. But how do we get there? Because when I think that's a question. I think.
You know why? And I'm gonna be quite frank with you. And
Okay.
I also kind of can say I've been in these shoes too.
Okay.
So now I see it from both sides. We as Black people who attack Black people have something deeper within ourselves where we probably felt attacked by our own very people. So sometimes we take that out on someone else. Like I said today on my platform, you know, all of us probably have been bullied, you know, by another Black person, whether we didn't have the clothes that were cool or our mama was big coming up in the school and they talking about your mama jokes and stuff like that. You fighting in the back of the school bus, you know, it's a part of us almost in a sense. And I think sometimes we internalize that and we bark back. So when we bark, we make sure to have a great bite because that's almost like what we've been through, the traumatic things that we've been through. So I think it's trauma within our own community and we take it out amongst each other. And I made this simile up earlier. I think I'm using the right word, but basically we all Black chickens in a coop, right? And we clucking at each other, poking each other's eyes out, clawing at each other. But then you put a white chicken in the coop. And if that white chicken in the coop, you know, clucks at a Black chicken or poke the eye out, we're like, oh, Black rights, everybody, let's get together, band together. Come on, Black rights, come on. Black love, one love. But we don't sit here and hold each other accountable for when we're doing it. It's almost like it's acceptable. It's almost like I said, the plantation mindset. When the master used to have two mandingos fighting each other. You get what I'm saying? For who's going to sleep good tonight or who was going to eat the scraps from the baby. So it's the same thing. Like Kanye West said, sometimes we choose to be in slavery because that is slavery mentality.
But do you think as creators, because I mean, I'm thinking about Tasha K situation because I know she's trying to hit that 1 million mark. As creators, is there a way for us to change that for our subscribers to really join us for real stuff instead of just the beef?
But isn't that what we're trying to do right now? Like you, Candy Shop, me, Marcella, we're trying to do something different than to deal with the beef, the negative and the beef and stuff like that. We're trying to be more positive. You're gonna have some drama because drama just is gonna come, right? But we're trying to. You're gonna always have a troll or two come into them and try to start some mess,
right?
But I think if we stay on the path of doing positive content, laughing and giggling and stuff like that, people understand. Look, we're going through a pandemic, right? Last year was the worst of it from the beginning. It was last year. It's not going to get any better. So, what are we going to do? Are we going to sit here and still just be at home and look at the drama? No, we're going to talk about positive things. You need positive things. You need positive energy in your life. You really do. You don't want no negative because when you start manifesting negative shit is going to forever keep happening at you. Right. And then you're going to wonder, why is all this always happening to me? Because you're not generating positive thoughts. You're not manifesting positive things into your life. That's why. You're watching negativity on TV all day. It's energy. It's all about energy throughout. I don't want to get spiritual with y'all because
you can get spiritual with me. I was saying, you guys were having a conversation the other day.
I'm trying to drink my wine.
You guys were having a conversation the other day. I had to sit in the bushes for a little while. But you guys were having a conversation the other day, and I thought about this. I said, I feel like we're starting that with each other, with us hanging out outside of YouTube, in real life.
Right.
Because we're building those relationships with each other. And I felt like, knowing you guys on YouTube is different than seeing you guys in person. And so, me and the Candy Shop, we have our little show together. And then on Thursday nights, we have our show together on your channel. And so, I came in thinking, I want to meet other YouTubers because I want to make sure that we are able to grow in a positive way.
Right.
And I want to bring different personalities and different perspectives together and all be able to respect those personalities. And I couldn't say it the other day because I had to sit in the bushes. But, but you know, when I look at this stuff like what Tasha K is in right now, I never want to have to do that.
Right. It shouldn't be that important to you to get to that million so you can make more money. She's making good money now. I don't understand why she has to, you know.
But what's the cost of that?
Some people don't have a price.
And that what happened with R. Kelly was 2 years ago. Her channel was like actually smaller then. So I know she was possibly pushing. I know at the time she had issues with the Lovely T. That's her name.
They're competing at numbers.
Yeah. And so she was probably trying to push her channel over like 1 million to compete with Lovely T. Yeah. And then, because this is all before the Jaguar Wright stuff happened.
Oh, wow.
So,
you know, let me tell you, as you get older in life, you don't want to sit at home thinking about reflecting when you are on your deathbed, reflecting on the stuff that you have done in the past. That's one thing you don't want to do. Nobody wants to be alone, right? Because you don't have any friends, because you may have done this or done that to a person. You don't want to be like that. I mean, if you've never experienced death, it's nothing to, you know, ignore. I've had friends die. I've had young friends pass away. You know, my father passed away 11 years ago. You just don't want to, you know, as you get older, because right now y'all in your 30s and stuff, but as you get older, you're going to start.
I'm almost in my 40s.
Okay, well, like I said, that's like, you're not born until you're 40. That's what my daddy
say. We're the same age, and I'm not 40.
You ain't 40.
I'm looking forward to 40.
Yeah, 40 is the bomb.
I'm looking forward,
because that's when you start really reflecting on things in life.
That's what I heard. So I'm looking forward.
That's the truth. Growth. You start growing.
Yeah.
You start saying, you know what? I don't really give a shit what you think about me. I'm doing me. You know,
I'm gonna be
if you're doing it now, you're gonna really do it when you get in your 40s.
I'm gonna be a father at 40, so I'm excited about it.
Right. So I'm 50 years old. So now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, well, I've lived half of my life. Half of my life. So what am I going to do next? I'm going to enjoy every bit of it. I'm going to love on the people around me, right? Give out some lessons, and I'm gonna stay positive, because I'm gonna tell you, if you are out here stirring up mess and negativity, you're gonna all see that reflect back on you when you are sitting there on your deathbed, and you're gonna say to yourself, what could I have done different?
I
but
believe
it's too late. But that's reality. But it's too late now, because that's it. For you, as far as we know, I ain't never died before and came back to life. I don't know. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? I can remember.
I think that Tasha K has to keep up what she's been doing. So I feel like Tasha K has to keep up what she's been doing. And so now she's here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think as younger YouTubers coming up, or newer YouTubers coming up, like, I think it's a lesson to learn here. Like, you know, this ain't what we want to do. And I don't want to change the conversation, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, you know, I don't want to be like this as a YouTuber, or whatever endorsement deals I get from doing this or whatever. I don't want to get involved with the fact that I've been getting side information. Now I'm about to go to court and then something may happen to me. I want to be a valuable person. And so it's one of my main reasons of making connection with YouTubers, because I feel like, you know what? You got a channel, you got a channel, we can grow together instead of going against each other.
Instead of going against, and you know, the saying of Maya Angelou's, like, how did you make someone feel? Right? It's not people don't remember all the other stuff. It's how you make people feel. That's what they remember. And that's how you have to go through, like, how did I make that? Did I hurt that person's feelings? I don't want to do that. I want to have people laugh, enjoy themselves, because when I'm gone, I could be gone tomorrow. Who knows? Because that's how life happens. But when I leave this earth, I want people to say, damn, I remember Sonny. She was so funny. She was loving. She was this and she was caring. What are you doing? King, what the hell are you laughing
at? I'm reading some of these comments right now and I'm cracking up.
So, you know what I'm saying? So that is how I try to live my life. And I said that's how I want to live the rest of my life, is making people laugh and making people feel good. I don't care if I have 500 people that follow me. I don't care about that. That doesn't drive me. If I change one person's mind or give a person something to look forward to, that's all that matters. Right? Because that one person is going to take it out there and it's going to change somebody else's life.
And
does that make sense?
It makes sense to me. I'll say this. This little selfless moment. I feel like, and because Q's up here, I would just say this. You know, when I was going through my stuff, like I was able to talk to you, Sonny, Candy, Q, and other people from YouTube, and y'all all gave me advice about stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I would want. And I feel like if anything else happened with you guys, I would do the same thing, because to me, that's how we grow as Black people. It's not about the beef sector.
Right.
It's about us showing Black people on YouTube what it looks like to be Black people in unity.
Right.
And that's all I really wanted. Like, I never really wanted to be beefing with nobody. So when I was able to call y'all gave me a perspective and stuff. I was like, you know what? I told you, you told me some hard shit, Sonny. I said, I received it. And then I told you I received it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's what it's about. I don't want to be at a Tasha K space where I'm worried about going to go to jail because I got some information. Then now I'm worried about my life.
Right.
Yeah.
So what if she goes to jail? Right.
Yeah.
And how many years she going to serve? Right. Because the federal pen, you serve every day.
Right.
So now you're going to be taken away from your child because you're trying to compete with another YouTuber.
Yeah.
But that makes no sense.
They'll
and
put
you're
her
already
on
making
house
good
arrest
money.
like they did Michael Cohen. She'll be on house arrest.
Or she'll be in jail doing YouTube from a jail cell. With a girl in the back doing her braids.
Why y'all lied? I don't got no wine. I got toilet wine.
Right. Make it make sense. We're actually holding the meeting right now in the ladies' room. Okay. Actually met in the ladies' room. We're holding it right now.
You said braids. I heard
How we
finger
talked
waves.
anyway. So then when we first met, this is how we started talking. So when I started drinking, this is how I started talking, y'all. I mean,
you already know how I know.
Yes.
We in here trying to change lives, okay?
I know that Ken's gonna kind of change your conversation.
Oh, it's fine because my kids have been acting crazy and I've had
I understood what your question was, and I was like, well, you know, at what, like, how far do you go?
Yeah.
To get content.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it makes me question I'm not gonna say does she really love her child, but the fact that she is willing to jeopardize her personal life for YouTube is a lot. Like money ain't everything.
It's almost like it's similar to people who have like body dysmorphia, you know, like mothers who put their bodies at risk and go underneath the table to fix a lip, a eyelid, a big toe, a breast, or whatever. And it's like you're putting your life in jeopardy every time that you do that, and you know you have a kid. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? It almost becomes. It looks like it's an addiction at this point. It's an addiction. It's a different type of addiction, but you could definitely tell it possibly could be some alcoholism, you know.
But it's selfish though. But it's selfish thinking when you're trying to get to a certain point and possibly go to jail. You're not even thinking about your children. You're only thinking about yourself. Because money shouldn't be all that. YouTube shouldn't even be all that. You know, if you're gonna risk your life in your children's life, because it's not good for children to be without their mother, right? You know, it's not good for their father. Right? This is the problem with the Black community, is that we've been raised without both parents.
I both. Okay.
Right, but a lot of people don't.
I know.
Right, and that's what destroyed the Black home.
Yeah, but I just even applaud like Sparkle Alley. Like, I mean, I don't know what you did before this, but I know you came back to do something different out of the beef sector. So I respect that.
I mean, my hair was really falling out. Like, that's how stressed I was.
But I think that's commendable because you came back and tried to do something different, you know. And I really hope that, you know, for real, like, I don't know what your real intentions are. I hope that that's what you really want to do, because I feel like people respect your intake on things, even when you talked about, you know, what we talked about. I was like, I don't feel bad at what you talked about on me. You were honest. We had that conversation. And I was like, I don't have no issue with what you said. You did a great job. So I think that's commendable that you came back in a different light, and you're doing a good job at what you're doing. And I just hope that you stick with that.
Yeah, what really got me in trouble, I mean, I was speaking the truth even when I was in the sector. I wasn't in the beef sector. I started off in the sector of the Queen Naja and the YouTube couple sector, okay? The little teeny boppers, okay? Giving them advice. And then that's when Armand Wiggins talked about the monkey joke with OG. That's why I was like, hold up. Wait a minute, Mr. Post.
They told me that I said OG is ugly, so I never even said it.
I'm just telling you how I got into the sector. I started talking some real stuff, and Armand Wiggins headed over to my channel. And at the time, Armand Wiggins and Tasha K was going back and forth because of 26 days or whatever, and I was cool with Storm Monroe. So I was kind of lining myself up. Storm Monroe used to be on my channel. Wiley used to be on my channel. Sean David Way used to be on my channel. King Payne used to be on. So all these people were coming over to my channel. These big YouTubers were coming over to my channel, which I will say, I can't relate to Tasha K, but when you start getting that clout and you have like 900 people in your chat and you know your voice is making a rumble, oh, trust and believe, you're going to get a little nosy up in your life and you're going to lose a sense of reality. And that's exactly what I did.
Yeah. See, and that's what taking accountability is about, and literally owning your stuff. Owning what you did all the way.
I love that you just said that, because that's honest. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, you've been in that space, and being honest about saying that makes it more relatable to me, because I mean, I work for big magazines, I work for Radio One, and I'm down here at YouTube, and as a low YouTuber right now. Right. So I get it, you know what I'm saying? I've lived that life, and I'm down here at a lower level of YouTube right now. But I feel like I know to stay humble about my stuff, which is why I'm always celebrating everybody. People are like, oh, it's so fake, but it's real for me, because I celebrate people who are even trying to do anything, because I've been here before and I've lost it a lot of times.
Right.
Yes. So
when I do it, it's not fake, because I've lost it so many times. I just respect everybody who's doing it.
And hey, Marcella, I want to hear from Marcella.
Hey, Marcella.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I just feel like when I come on YouTube, right, I don't expect to get into any fights. And you know, I don't know if y'all remember Kyle Paler. He told me, if you're gonna be on Instagram and YouTube, you better have some thick skin, because people are vicious. But you know what it is? When the subscribers become vicious to you, then it helps the content creator keep carrying stuff on against you. And then it's like you're fighting so many people that you got to stand back and size up the situation. And like with me, sometimes I say, I'm going to ignore that, because that person is not even worth it to me. But then I feel like I got to say what I got to say and then move on. And if anybody create content out of that, I don't care. Like, I don't like when other content creators strike people's channels. I hate that. Why are you going to strike for me telling my opinion, but you can say whatever you want about your opinion? You know, I'm broke over here and I need my water bill paid. I'm just saying.
I think it's also
if you can find a way to pay the water bill, let me know, because we need ours paid too.
I also think it's interesting how people read into the drama, and some of these channels are newly popping up.
I'm even scared to get up here and twerk for the water bill, because I don't want to be accused of stripping.
Oh, Lord.
Keaton is talking, but nobody can hear him because he way in the back.
I was hearing what he was saying.
Red light.
Can you hear me?
I heard what he was saying.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was saying is that it's interesting that how subscribers to these channels in the community are starting channels reacting to drama for clicks and views. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
You're preaching, basically.
I was just checking. But all these new channels are popping up for clicks and views on the drama, and they're continually to keeping the block hot for the with drama. And then people are going over there saying their 2 cents when they have absolutely no idea of what's going on, feeding into the drama to keep it hot.
But you know what though? That's not even really. I mean, they are getting views, but I mean, I can tell you for sure. For my channel, I've never went down. I've always went up, and I came through saying my piece about something. My channel grew from literally 360 subscribers to 6,000 subscribers, and it's never went down. Mm-hmm. I've stayed consistent as who I am in everything. And even in this new stuff, it never went down because people know who I am. And I thank people for even talking to Q, Marcella, the candy shop, and Sunny, because y'all met me in real life. Well, not Q, but and even Sparkle Alley. Like y'all talked to me, or y'all met me in real life. Mm-hmm. Other people have too. So people can vouch for my character, who I am. And I haven't lost subscribers from anything. Any beef I've ever been in, I haven't lost subscribers from that, because my subscribers are not from a beef sector. They're actually my subscribers, and they stick around for everything. I think the thing is for me, and this is why I asked the question, is this, how do we as a whole keep this together? And this is why I connect with other YouTube subscribers, because I want to make sure that when my subscribers come over to there, because I saw when I was sitting in the bushes, they was on Sunshine, like, why came from So Deb's channel? Today when we was on Candy, I came from So Deb's channel. Marcel, the same thing. It's all that, every time. My subscribers are very loyal to me. Mm-hmm. I give the same thing every single time. I don't change. I don't do beef stuff. We have fun, we have spirituality, and that's it. I don't really do nothing else. And I feel like it's so hard because Black people, I'm going to just say Black people altogether, we have a problem with celebrating each other. Mm-hmm. But yeah. I celebrate everybody. I saw something on Candy that Candy has said. I wrote her a whole letter. I told this on my channel today. I said, I think I have wrote love letters to every girl that I've talked to on YouTube.
You ain't never wrote me. Yeah.
But I actually said one about you.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, but I think I wrote love letters to everyone because I just celebrate everybody. I don't know how to do nothing else. And so even I think that I don't know how to do confrontation. I don't know how to do the beef sector. What I do know is that when I see Sunny doing her thing, I love it. When I see the candy shop, I love it. When I see Marcella, I love it. Mm-hmm. I know you have no channel, but I love this with everyone.
Well, even with Sparkle Alley, I'm like, meet everybody.
Even when I see Sparkle Alley,
I meet everybody by being in the bushes. I go in the bushes, and then when I like that person, the next day on my channel, I said, y'all, I watched the candy shop. I watched Misha Allen. I watched Patty B, and they don't know I'm there. Soon as somebody know I'm there, oh, that bitch is there. Fuck her. She ain't shit. I mean, you can hear. I'm reading the comments. Soon as I get there, yeah, and it don't bother me. I don't know why they feel like they can say something and it's gonna go in my head. This is an outlet.
Marcel, let me say this. Even with Sparkle Alley, like even when she made her video about me, we had a whole conversation before she made the video. So when people asked me about it, I said, well, we already talked about this. So I didn't have a problem with what she said because we actually talked about what she said. Mm-hmm. I think that as Black YouTubers, we have to do better with each other. And I feel like people always be like, well, you're like the peace person. I'm like, am I? Because I feel like I don't really know where I fit in at. I just do my best with people. I see people that I like and I make a relationship with them. And I feel like as Black YouTubers, I want us to do better.
Right.
I don't want our content to be. Listen, I don't want. Hold on, Marcella. I don't want our stuff to be beef stuff.
Right.
We don't have to beef with each other all the time. We should support each other, and I feel like that's what we have built. And then they're trying to tear it down, but we're not doing that. And people thought we were doing that, but I want to support the people that are around me, and that's what I try to do all the time. Go ahead, Marcella. I'm sorry.
So when something is going on YouTube, and like we up here, we're doing a collab, are we supposed to stand up? Say somebody's coming after Sunny. Am I supposed to stand up and support Sunny? Or I'm supposed to just be quiet and let Sunny work it out herself? What would y'all do in that?
I prefer that you come to me on the back end and support me from the back end than to support me up front.
Yeah.
So that's just me, because first of all, I'm gonna handle what I need to handle. But if you send me a letter, say, hey, Sonny, I got your back. I just want you to know I'm here. I got your back if you need anybody to talk to, if you need something to be done. Because I don't want you to risk your channel or your shit up front. Come to me on the back end and say, look, I got you. Just so you know.
But can I say this? It's not about when problems start happening. I do it every day. So when problems start happening, people know where I stand at. And I feel like, and Marcella does it too. It's not about when the problem happens. It's about where you stand every day. So when the problem happens, they already know where you stand at in that time. People know. I watched y'all. I'm gonna tell you, when I was going through what I was going through, I sat in the bushes and I watched Sonny's channel. Everybody said, I love him. I've met him. That's who he is in real life. I've talked to him on the phone. This is who he is. When people can vouch for you and who you are, it means more than actually like guessing who that person is. So it don't really matter when the beef starts. If you can't speak for their actual personality, then it doesn't really matter. But in real life, when it happens and you can vouch for that person, it means more than anything.
Yeah, but for some people, I never needed validation. Yeah, I never needed anybody to validate who I am. So that's different.
I don't think it's about validation.
Sometimes I need to hear it. Sometimes I need to hear it because Sonny will tell you I was ready to get loosey goosey. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm 56 years old, and then I feel like some people disrespected me, and when I'm trying to be spiritual and solemn, you think that I won't say nothing back, but I will take this bra off, lay it on the banister, and go in your ass.
But that's fine. But Marcella, that's fine. But I'm talking about every day. When you're going through an issue, that's different than every day. Marcella, I celebrate you all the time.
Right, you sure do.
I celebrate you all the time. I just celebrated Candace because I saw something similar saying to her about that Kevin guy, and I said, "Oh hell no!" And I sent her a whole damn love letter. I'm like, "This ain't this not what we doing," and I did because I felt like,
welcome, Kate Stone, welcome.
What's going on?
Yeah.
First time on the Candy Shop. Like and subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Yes. But I will always try to share other content creators. I even shared Sparkle the other day, and somebody said, do you know who she is? I said, I like her. It's my page. And I like her. Now, she said, well, we had a problem. I don't want to hear about that. I just want, if I like you, I'm going to share it. And I try to uplift the smaller YouTubers because I'm telling the bigger YouTubers done lost their damn mind.
Right.
They done got them numbers and they got them numbers and they don't care about nobody or nothing. They just lose their mind. And I don't like that.
I appreciate you doing that. And a lot of people are trying to make it seem like I was trying to hide. When Sunny first came on my channel, she was like, I'm going to support you. Even though we had a whole hour-long conversation about disagreeing, she was like, I'm going to support you. I said, now, hold on now. Before you support me, you need to know who I am. She was like, who are you?
What did I say to you? I know who you are. I just met you and I know who you are and how you treated me. I don't care about what everybody else says.
Can we do an applause for Make It Make Sense?
You know, so and I told you that I know how our conversation was. I don't care about what everybody says. I've never been like that. I don't care about people. I validate myself. I don't need other people to validate me.
Right.
So, like I said, if you're gonna support me, I understand what So Deb is saying. You know, sometimes you need to hear it, but I don't need to hear it in front of a whole audience. Yeah. Right. You can just send me a text, hey, Sonny, how you doing today? I'm great.
Good, girl, I love you. I don't think that you need to hear it, but I think because you're on YouTube, your audience needs to hear it. Because even with Sparkle, when we talked, what did I tell you? Do you remember what I told you?
We had like a 2-hour conversation with so much. Okay, on which part?
I was like, I heard about you. You know,
about
me. And I
And
was
you
like,
told me, you said, I support the person that you may not get along. And I said, I
yeah.
support your decision of supporting them.
Right.
And ever since then, I've always been. Even when I watched the video, I was like, they were like, she was talking about you. I was like, well, we have that conversation in private. So what she said in public, we already talked about it. So I'm okay with that.
Right.
So as even if you're doing it in private or in public, to me, I feel like it's important because it gives us unity as YouTubers, as black YouTubers. We need that. There's so many people who try to divide us.
Right.
But if we are able to be in unity, it changes that. Because if Sparkle Alley has a conversation with me and she makes a video about it, and I'm like, when they're like, well, I don't really agree with it, I'm like, well, we had that conversation. I'm okay with what she said. It changes the narrative.
Yes,
so
but you did your research. See, you went and fact check with me.
I want to
hold on, Candy.
Yeah, I want to add this because I let y'all.
Go ahead.
So I definitely agree with Sunny. I don't want the validation. I don't need the validation. If anything, if you want to be there for me on YouTube, don't talk bad about me. Yeah. That's the only thing. And just be there for me when I come to you. Mm-hmm. Now, I did want to. I know. Marcella dropped off. Lovely C dropped off. I want to give Evangelist and Cotty B. This is my first time seeing you on my channel. I want to give
Cotty.
Hey, give them a chance to talk. So, so Evangelist Val, you can go first, and then we'll have Cotty B say a few words as well.
Hey, I forgot what I wanted because it was taking y'all so long. What was y'all talking about?
Hey, Miss Val.
Just the YouTube streets, yeah.
You know what? I think somebody said something about wanting to get recognition. Who said that? Did somebody say that? They wanted to get recognition?
No. I don't think that's what he was saying. He was saying that
Marcella says she likes, the recognition. Marcella said that.
There's no she needs it. Sometimes you want to hear it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not you don't need it, but sometimes you need to hear it.
Yeah, okay. Because I was gonna agree with Sunny and just say that I don't necessarily feel like you need that in front of people. I feel like that's something that can be had behind the scenes. Like I feel like if we're friends, then you can give me that. And it doesn't have to be in front of people. It's almost like, and I'm going to compare this to like, because I just came from my brother's service, but I feel like I don't like when people get up at funerals and do a whole lot of talking. I'm offended by it almost because give me mine while I can smell it. Like, give me my flowers while I can smell them. Give me my words while I can feel them and hear them, while we can hug each other. Like, be there for me while I'm present, while I can take me through that while I can feel it. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't mean anything if I'm not able to feel it and not able to go through it in the present. So I don't really need to hear from you in front of people or go through anything with you in front of a cast of folks and fall out and then make up in front of folks. I feel like all that is just drama. I feel like all of that is like it serves no purpose to do it except for clicks and views or folks to watch. There's no real reason to do it. And so that's why I'll reach out to the people I call my friends on this panel, or some folks are not on this panel, and I'll reach out to them and let them know I support them or I care about them. And folks probably will never know we're friends.
Right.
Because I'll do that, outside of YouTube. I think that when we start trying to involve, doing it in the chat or too much or doing it, then people find the soft spot. So I become a soft spot of So Debonair, so I get attacked. Or I'm a soft spot of Sunny, so I get attacked. Or do you understand what I mean? People find your soft spot, and that's happening to me now with somebody. I'm getting ignored by a certain content creator because she sees that I'm close to another one, and so she's ignoring me in all the other chats. Every time I speak to her, she's ignoring me. And I know exactly why she's doing it. Because
it shouldn't even, I'm sorry, but it shouldn't even be all this tit for tat. We all adults here.
No, but that's the point I'm trying to make, is when people see that you have developed a relationship with somebody else. So that's what I'm saying, is sometimes we don't have to expose our relationships and our feelings in front of folks. Like I told Deb, I'm going to defend you. I'm not going to let anybody talk about you. I'm going to defend Sonny. I'll defend Candy. I'm going to defend Marcella. But I don't necessarily have to sing your accolades and your praise constantly and over again, because I can call you and do that, or I can send you a message and do that. I feel like we don't have to do that for one another constantly every single solitary day, when we can do that behind the scenes, is what I'm saying. I feel like, and I'm a person like you, Sonny. I don't need that recognition from people. And that could be because I come from a family of, 11 siblings and my mom and dad. And then I have 7 kids of my own and a husband. So I don't need constant recognition. I don't need anybody to do that for me. But I understand that some people do. But I'm telling y'all, it can be your blessing and your curse, because people will come after the people that they know that you love. They will come after them.
I'll tell you this, Ms. Val. People didn't realize that about what's going on right now with me and Marcella. I call Marcella every single day while I was going through what I had going on, because I knew about her husband. Every day, every morning that I woke up, I call Marcella every day. They're like, why he ain't calling? What's going on? Was he changing? It had nothing to do with nobody outside, because they know what I had going on in my own personal life.
Right.
Now, you do have your friends like Sonny. I had Candace, and I had Q, and I had everyone else, where they knew what was going on because they knew me in real life outside of YouTube. But YouTube people don't know my personal life. Marcella knew. When I woke up in the morning, I called her every single day. And because I knew what was going on in her life, I wanted to make sure she was cool every day, because I know because I already had a death in my family and I'm going through another one, I have to do that. I would never let her sit there and go there by herself. I did that. But people were worried about where I was at, but it wasn't my problem. It wasn't Marcella's problem. And we didn't talk about it. So people can worry about whatever they want to. But, when I do say, oh, well, you know what, I talk every day, then they're like, oh, okay, well, then it makes sense now. But people need to stop worrying about what's not going on and worry about what they want to watch on YouTube. That's
right.
Yeah. Well, I thank you. So Deb, I want to hear from Cotty B.
I'm sorry.
She's been waiting patiently.
Let's see. About the supporting, I would like to see more, but I do feel like some people say they want to support, have like the Black content creators and everything, but then if one takes off and the other doesn't or something, it becomes some sort of a jealousy issue, and then they no longer want to speak to you. And I just wish that we could get beyond that part.
I definitely agree.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else want to speak on that part before I move to Lovely C?
I think you should talk to the right YouTubers, because and I'm gonna just say I'm the right one, because I'm always doing this. I'm just saying, I am. Anyone that I know, I'm always doing it. I think, especially when we're always talking to each other, I really can't reach out to everybody, but the people that I do talk to and I see them in my chat all the time, I'm always like, hey, you know what? I don't even know how I even met you, Candy.
Where was I? You saw me on. I think.
No. I'm talking about the candy shop. I don't remember how we met you.
Oh,
me?
But you probably met her on my show.
Maybe on the show. I honestly. Oh no, we met on another content creator show. Shout out to the Goddess Raven.
Oh yes, that is what it was. That's what it was. But I think so. I saw her there. Then I saw her on Sunny's channel, and I was like, you know what? I really like her because our interactions is really great. So that's why when I started seeing her, I started like doing that. Even with Sparkle Alley, like she came onto my channel. Like sometimes it's hard if I don't see you, in my chat or something, because it's hard to keep up with everyone. So I know I see you on Marcella's chat, but then I will forget. I have ADHD. I'm a damn Virgo. I'd be stuck on what I got going on. But if I see you, then I always, I'm always like, oh yeah, by the way, even if I see you like for one time, I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, Gotti got a channel. Make sure you guys follow, subscribe to it. But also you have to think about the subscribers. The more that they see you in other people's chats, they want to subscribe to your channel.
Yeah.
So it's not always about the content creator. It's about the people who see you in those chats or on those channels. Okay.
That's true. I think, because we were saying earlier how there's sometimes these subscribers will try to start the drama and keep the drama going. Mm-hmm. They're thriving off of that energy, right? Mm-hmm. But you just got to ignore them.
Because I didn't even meet Sunny until I went on Jolene and Busy's page. It was like, go over to Busy calls your channel something every different time.
I know. I think it's hilarious.
Don't tell your mama. Tell them somebody else. Tell them everybody something else. But when he actually said the name, I was able to find it. Yeah. And when I did, I was like, oh my God, I love Sunny. And so I started talking to Sunny's chat. They brought me up one day, and we've been like brothers and sisters since then.
Oh, yeah.
We met in real life, and like she stuck with me.
Yeah. He was like, you stuck with me, Sonny. You stuck with me.
And I was probably drunk when I said it. And I
probably was drunk, was like, yeah.
I think that it's all about supporting each other. And that's real life. I saw that. Like when I keep seeing Sparkle Alley, I've heard things about Sparkle Alley, but I'm like, my interactions with her haven't been bad. I hear what people say, but even when we had a little bit of whatever it was, we had a conversation. She came to my channel. They had something going on. They talked about the scenes. They fixed it. So I have mad respect for you because every time I see you, like if it's something bad, you fix it.
Right.
So I'm cool with you. You know what I mean? So I can vouch for you at this point. Like, well, I mean, I know what y'all saying, but what I've seen is like she ain't that bad.
Right. Because here's the thing about, I'm sorry, Keaton, let Keaton talk.
No, go ahead. You're
no, because we all talk except for you. Yeah. Go ahead, sweetie. Because the last time you was on my show, somebody said they keep cutting Keaton off.
This volume be so low.
I know.
Is it low?
It's all the time, every time.
You act like you're working at a sex shop or something.
Not over here in these streets. But it's just like I can go to bed right after consuming all the information that's been said on some of these channels, right? Mm-hmm. I can wake up, I can get on my exercise bike, and I open up YouTube, and people are up at the crack of dawn still harboring over the damn issues. I'm like, damn, y'all ain't got no life outside of YouTube?
Right.
Like, what are you doing? It's a whole new day, and yet we're talking about 3 days old gossip.
Right.
Like, what are you doing in your life that you have absolutely nothing to do, that you're still consumed with the situation at hand? I'm like, go make it a good damn day for somebody else and keep it moving.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
If they hate you, they're going to make 1,000 videos about you.
But you can't keep dwelling on that, release it and let it go because tomorrow's a new day. You can't dwell. If something happened today, do it now, figure it out now, solve the issue now. And then tomorrow's a new day.
And I think I want to say something about that because I feel like I've been doing a great job at doing that. However, when I am being attacked by grown ass men, it's just kind of makes me feel like, okay, if I'm not giving you that energy, back up off of me. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you windmilling on me and I have my hands tied behind my back, but you want me to hit you back. And once I hit you back, then you want to be like, see, that's Sunny TV. That's the so it's like you're trying to.
But I understand what you're saying, sweetie. But sometimes you just got to ignore it.
But I also feel like
socially distancing in the first place.
Right.
Exactly. But I also feel like from a grown man, like somebody needs to be like, all right, like that's still a woman. Like, would you, if we were out in the street, would you like just be in my face like, you stupid B? Well, somebody would be like, hey, chill out, bro.
Sparkle.
Can I just say this?
No, hold on. Can I say something? Can I just tell her something right quick?
Yeah.
Sparkle. Mm-hmm. Listen. I was raped by my stepbrother, okay? A grown man. Now, This man was way bigger than me. He had all the advantage, took complete advantage of me, and went to jail for 2 years, 2.5 years. Got out, and I seen him on the streets. My kids seen him on the streets. Now, I ain't gonna lie, when my son seen him, they beat him up. But when I came across him, gun carrying self, able to do whatever I wanted to do at any opportunity. But there was fear in me, and also the thought that who I was in my community and in my church, I did not want this man to bring me down and take me back to who I used to be in my life. Because before I was evangelist anything, I was a bad girl. I stole drugs. I did bad things in my neighborhood. I've not always been saved. Oh yeah, I was a bad girl.
Another bottle, girl.
I was a bad girl. That's why I say I have not always been saved. When people want to talk about me, that's why I say, well, let me get my channel and let me tell you my story. I was bad, and there's a me who has a history, is what I'll say. Mm-hmm. And so when I would come across this man, there was thoughts to take his life, but I had to remember that I had more power than he did. Right. I just was afraid to confront him because I kept going back to the little girl in my mind that I was when he hurt me, first of all. Secondly, taking his life would have took me away from my kids.
Right.
You understand? Yeah. So I had to be bigger and walk away, drive past him when I saw him standing on the street corner being less of a man than, you know what I mean? Like He's still in the same place he was when he hurt me. I'm growing. God is moving me. So why would I let him see me be anything less than what God is making me to be? I'm not going to revert back to less than.
Right.
If God is moving me and growing me, I'm going to let him see me be moved and grown. I'm not going to let him see me go back to who I used to be. When you go back to, okay, he windmilling on me and I got my hands tied behind my back. But guess what? My tongue is sharper than anything that he could possibly. No. What's sharper is your mind and the ability to say, I'm not going to say a word to you. Because when you realize that I'm not spitting back, you're going to realize the sparkle has grown up.
That's right.
Right. Exactly.
That's a word.
That's a word, honey. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Don't give him anything. Don't give him anything.
I'll tell you something about this on the YouTube streets version. If you don't personally know these people,
I met them in real life though. That's the part.
But hear what I'm saying.
Right.
Block them and don't listen to what they gotta say, because if you watch what they're saying about you, it's gonna keep on bringing you problems. Right. I don't watch people who talk about me.
Yeah.
The only reason why I even responded to what happened with me today was because they put up my personal text messages. Outside of that, I would have never cared. But I never even know who's talking about me on YouTube because it doesn't matter to me.
Right.
And you gotta get that tough skin, that YouTube skin, because if they're talking about you on YouTube and you don't know them, like if you're sitting on a panel with these people and they're talking about you, that's different because you know these people, at least if you're doing it all the time. But if you don't know the people, who gives a damn what they're talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't watch them. However, it's just kind of like something personal. Like I've hung out with them. I went to the LGBTQ community. Like I said, we drank bottles, smoked blunts. We had a good old time. And like I said, I talked to these people throughout my whole entire pregnancy behind the scenes. So when you know, that's like you, and I rebuke this, but that's like Sonny and you in the candy shop fall out, right? Mm-hmm. And now they're up here on the panel just calling you all type of derogatory words. That's going to hurt you. That's going to sting a little bit more than somebody that you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's a rapport.
I want to say this, though. It might hurt, it might sting, but protect your peace. You don't have to.
Exactly. You have to say anything.
Yeah, just keep it moving. And that's one thing you'll learn. I know you're only 30. And I'm 38. I'm telling my age. But when you get older, it's not even going to matter. Life is too short to be focused on.
It is, baby.
Thing. Right.
And I am getting to that age where I'm like, F you. I know
I'm telling you, that's what my daddy used to say. You're not born until you're 40. And when people would come to him with mess, you know what he would say? Fuck you and have a nice day.
There you go.
I'll say that at 37. So.
I'm telling you, that's what my daddy used to say all the time.
You know, I just don't think that what people think about me matters to me. And maybe because I'm a gay man and I've heard it my entire life. But what people have to say about me, because there's people who know my integrity and who I am, it doesn't really matter to me. You know, if it affects my friendships around me, I will address it because my friends are affected. But if it's just me, I don't give a F about it, because for me, what you got to say about me, the people who know me know who I am, and I don't care.
Right.
Yeah. And can I take a break? Shout out to one of my classmates, Adrian. Yes, shout out to Tuskegee University. I know Nikki Pooh talked about the HBCUs. Shout out to us. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for supporting. But
That's what's up.
Yeah, like what So Deb was saying, I don't care what people say about me. I certainly don't care what strangers say. And honestly, I don't even care about what friends and family say.
But Kadi, you know you was in the military, right? So you know how we handle things. You get what I'm saying? We handle things like face to face, where it's like we if we have a complaint, it's an informal complaint where you can go up and talk to them and have that conversation, you know? So if you're not willing to give me a conversation, but you just want to just bash me and bash me and bash me, it's almost like, okay, like now you're just giving me the opportunity to go upside your head. But because we're on this digital, you know, we're on the internet and you're acting like a digital dickhead, I don't want to feel like I'm a pussy, because they teach us in the military you can't be pussy. You see what I'm saying?
But you're not in the military no more, boo.
Right, but that's my mindset. That's
but you got to start to change it, because you're on YouTube right now, and YouTube is very different than the military.
Right.
And people are talking about you all the time. They don't care about it. They don't. They want to. Even if.
But I see where she's coming from, because I also have the military background.
Because they ain't like. Give me 1 second. Even if your hair wrap and your earrings wasn't something they don't like, they gonna talk about stuff because they don't like it, because they're miserable people.
Right.
But you know what? You got to keep moving, because these people, some people on this YouTube streets are miserable people. But you keep moving.
Right.
You said you changed who you are.
Mm-hmm.
What you're doing is great. You told me that. I heard you. When we had the conversation that we had, when you said when you made your story about me, I said I heard what she said already. We had that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
No one that came to me who told me what you said, I said she's good. I heard what she said to me. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing that we had. Surround yourself with people who understand who you are. You are a beautiful Black queen who understands that I gotta change, and I'm changing. Mm-hmm. If they can't receive that, it don't matter. You're changing. Don't let people keep you where you were at. You changing.
Right. And that's why I felt like a family. Like when, you know, you, Sunny, even the Candy Shot, Kadi, Evangelist, you know, Q, and then Her Life Chronicles. Like I felt like y'all are my safe haven. So when there's one person that kind of, you know, does that to you, it's almost like, hold on, it triggers me. Like, hold on. You know, like let me push everything. I know I can't be Black and white.
In the same circles, though.
Yeah, pretty much. I get that, but it was almost like I went from like I found no gray in that moment. It was either Black or white for me, and that's where I'm trying to find the gray for me.
I think sometimes when people don't let things go, or they don't want to see people grow, that's an issue within themselves. You know, that's something that they're dealing with. They don't want to see you be positive and grow because they're not growing.
Right,
and I believe that at that.
And you are allowed to grow as a Black woman, as a Black
person. You're supposed to grow.
As any race of person, you're allowed to grow.
You're supposed to evolve.
When Sunny said that, because I didn't really know about all that other stuff. Sunny said you're growing. So I said, you know, Sunny's vouching for you. I'm down for it. You're growing. So when you made your video, when you talked to me, I said she's growing. Mm-hmm. But you can't hold yourself down because people are talking about you outside of that.
Right.
And don't let their problems hold you down.
Right. Mm-hmm. You keep trying to be the best that you can be.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it can be hard.
In the army.
It's gonna be hard.
Right.
You're on YouTube. It's hard.
It's hard in life. You know what I'm saying?
It's harder on YouTube.
It's hard to face your demons sometimes.
Right.
Guess what's gonna face you anyway? Your demons are still gonna face you, regardless.
Just stay
because that's part of growth. Yeah. And that's what you're about. You ain't living just to be living. Right. I'm living. You're living because you're growing. Mm-hmm. So you know that's the part of the human spirit.
Yeah.
Right. Some people believe in God. Some people believe in Allah. Some people believe in Buddha. Right. I'm not gonna get religious on y'all.
But you also need to surround yourself around people that's willing to help you fertilize, nurture, and help you grow.
Right.
Not
Exactly.
those who are trying to stunt your growth.
Exactly.
Right. Sunny was in the back in the comments. I saw it. She was like, "Get off! You've done
I
enough."
told you get off. Let it go.
Right.
I'm like, okay, y'all, I gotta go.
Let it go.
Sometimes we got to step in and make her stop.
Yeah, and Val said, "Did you see what happened?" I said, "I didn't see all that happen."
Yeah,
No, I
Val
didn't.
I know
had
it's
to
like
talk to
Sonny's
her.
our mama. I had to go get her.
I'm
But
They
when
got
you
me
got
to
people
talk.
around you that's trying to build you up, let them
Yeah.
do that.
You're right,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. I
Because
listened.
there's
I'm
gonna be
not
times
gonna
where you
lie.
have to
I'm not
step in
gonna.
some shit and
I'm
use
not
that
gonna
shit
lie
for
to you.
fertilizer to help you grow.
I did hear bad things, but I'm going off what Sonny said
Mm-hmm.
because I met Sonny. So
Mhm.
what Sonny told me that you're changing. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't take you down because I can't agree with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
A person that I have a lot of respect for said you're changing. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna give you the benefit of the doubt on that.
Right.
And I did. So when you made the video about me, I said, she's changing. We had the conversation.
Mhm.
It was bad. I'm gonna give you that.
And I
And so
lifted you, you know.
surround yourself with those kind of people
Right,
who
right.
give you that.
Mhm.
See, nobody can. Let me tell you something. I get people in my chats all the time that will say negative stuff, but I say to my, okay, if you don't like it, you can go to the next channel, whatever, because you don't drive me.
You can
Because when you leave, there's gonna be 4 other people that's gonna come to replace you at the end of the day.
turn it off.
That's real.
Go on to another channel.
If you don't like it, you can keep it moving. I'm not here for you. I'm here for myself. I'm doing this for me because this is what I want to do. This is what I feel like doing. And if you learn something, that's great.
Right.
But life is about evolution and evolving and becoming a better you.
Absolutely.
That's what it's about. It ain't about YouTube. It ain't about YouTube beef. It ain't about Gucci. It ain't about Louis Vuitton and none of that shit. If you want to come over to my channel, we talk about, because sometimes we get real deep and nasty deep. You know, I've lost some subscribers because of that. You know, because some people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to face the truth.
Yeah.
They want to live in this fantasy land. Like, oh, you know, they want to see us beefing, but they want to go out and live in their little fantasy.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I lost subscribers when you came on my channel.
I'm sorry.
But I didn't care though.
Yeah.
Because Sonny said that you're changing.
Yeah.
So
you keep evolving, keep being better.
Me, it didn't matter to me because somebody that I respect said that you're changing. It didn't matter to me.
Right.
Anything I go through on YouTube, it doesn't matter to me because if you're going to be on my channel, you're going to be there.
Right.
I have respect for people who are changing.
Right.
And see, I had somebody on my channel tell me, "Oh, I thought this would be a nice place for me, but I see it's not, so I'm gonna leave." I was like, "Yeah, bye."
Bye.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lose those people if you leave.
Speech. I don't care about your speech. Stop being needy and just go.
Right. Right.
And it's funny because when you did come and you and Oval got into y'all's thing, it happened. But then behind the scenes, y'all fixed it.
Yes.
Right.
And me and Val had an over-hour conversation.
But they missed out on that.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? People miss stuff because they're so judgmental.
Right.
Yeah.
But behind the scenes, we are people.
Yeah.
I told Val, I said, and I told you, I said, y'all need to talk. And y'all talk, y'all fixed it. Nothing wrong with it.
Right. Yeah. Because everybody has a past, baby. Trust and believe. Everybody got
I got one.
Okay.
Everybody got a little bone in their closet. Okay. It could be big, small, it could be a big old nasty bone too. So everybody can sit here and exactly.
And she didn't even tell me.
Exactly.
You didn't even tell me. She told me that y'all fixed it.
As long as my ass knows where the bodies are buried, I'm good.
Yes, true. Talking about being in the military, I was not the stellar person in the military. I should have been locked away.
They treat us like pit bulls. So that's why, you know, sometimes I latch and I just go crazy.
Out. I was like, no, my fist would swing. I fought dudes in the military, everything. They'd be like, leave her alone, she's crazy.
Right. Right.
When I met my then boyfriend, my now husband, he calmed me down a lot. Now I still got a little dirty mouth and a lot of cuss words in there, but he calmed me down a lot. And I would be like, well, what would he do? And then I'd be, gosh.
And Cotty,
go off, but
Cotty, your love letter is on the way.
Oh.
I saw you say I didn't write you one. I saw you say I didn't write you one.
That's funny.
I gotta write Sonny one too.
You did.
Well,
All you gotta do is say, "I love you, Sonny."
But you know, I just appreciate people that's in my life all the time. I don't. My mother would tell you this. I do. My mother. So in elementary, middle school, my color printers wasn't big. People couldn't afford them, but my mom bought one. And one of my friends, I think her mom, somebody died in her family, and so I wrote this long letter.
Sorry.
I made a whole card for it.
Do y'all see this?
I've always been doing that.
Young Rich is too much.
So Young Rich likes Adrian, my classmate, and I don't think he's single. But shut up.
She is a mess.
Oh, hey AT2. We have
Hello,
AT2.
AT2.
If you want to come up, AT2, I'll drop the link because I've been letting everybody up tonight.
It's
Okay.
a party.
It feels like the Black Brady Bunch right now.
I know,
That's what
right?
it feels like. And it's beautiful, all kind of tones and everything. I love it. I love it.
My bad
Good
camera.
night, John Boy. Oh wait, wrong show.
No, wrong family.
Who
Q.
was that? Oh, Adrian. Oh, is that your friend? Okay. Is
I'm
he a
just glad to be
wrestler?
back on YouTube.
Who, Adrian?
Yeah.
I think he's into wrestling, but I don't know. I have to ask Adrian. Oh, he's engaged. Let me go to his comment. Yes,
I'm engaged, but all the
like he was
Young
single
Rich
for
is
a
a
long
fool.
time. She missed him because he was single for a long time. Not to put your business out, but at least on Facebook. It seems-
AT2 said it does look like the Brady Bunch.
But no, this is fun. Sparkle Alley, though, I do hope that you have a private conversation in regards to the events that happened tonight. Like that is what is that can, I think it can happen.
Your sparkle alley. You don't let nobody take your sparkle from you, girl. Don't ever do that. Don't ever respond to that. Just keep it moving. That's somebody who's just they're not happy.
Right.
I promise you that.
But here's the thing, like, because you know how these politics are, like, she's obviously a part of someone who really does not like me, you know? So if we to make up, it almost puts her in a vulnerable spot. So I'm almost like,
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the person who was saying all this stuff about you. That person is not happy.
I was gonna say you can't be worried about whatever, like everybody.
What someone say about you, you can't let that affect who you are as a person. Right. If I were to have listened to every negative thing someone has said about me, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Like I don't do that.
I heard that same person was having a conference with me that I never even talked to. So.
Like Kevin, what's his name? Cat Williams says, if you ain't got a hater, you ain't doing your job, honey.
There you go.
I need about 10 haters. Okay.
So if you have this Sparkle Alley, let me know how it goes, and then maybe I will follow behind it. But I heard yesterday they want to have one with me too.
I'm trying to tell you.
And thank you.
We can talk if you want to pay one of these bills over in my house. Then talk.
I think at this point I need a mediator because I don't know if I can even handle this because that touched me so deep. When my childhood was brought up and no one said anything to defend.
But you know what, though? But you know what, Sparkle? Let me tell you this. Stop. They're going to attack everything that you have.
Because they know that you're responding to it, and they know that they're hurting you.
Stop letting them
don't even let it bother you.
Just acknowledge it.
What's your sign? What's your
sign? Your Cancer.
Oh, y'all care about everything.
Everything.
You need to.
Girl, you better grow a spine, honey.
I do have one. It's when I
and I'm gonna tell you, your kids are gonna be one of the first thing people attack anyway.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna extend my Virgo heart off to you because we don't give a damn. Stop caring about it.
Mm-hmm.
That same person that was doing it to you was talking about me yesterday, and I need to have a talk with them. I'm like, I've never even talked to you in life. Why would I do it? Because my strikes is over.
Well, let me tell you from a Scorpio standpoint. Give zero fucks because you don't care.
Because she doesn't know you, right? She doesn't know you like that.
No, she doesn't know me, but it was just the bond that I built with, HLC. That was the part that hurt me. That Sonny, you would not have sit on a panel and had somebody say that and then still sit up there and have a conversation.
Let me say this to you. It should have been, you know what? You should have messaged her in the back while she was up there. Hey, girl, let's talk after this because she's saying some real foul stuff about me. Don't go make videos. Don't do that, right? Because you have people that say, see, she's part of this. See, she's doing this. This is who she is.
And that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Because what happens, what it shows is that you're not growing, right? When you are growing and you're trying, because every time you cry, Sparkle,
she's not trying, she is doing it.
No, but every time she cries, it breaks my heart.
Yeah.
I know that because you said, can I just try to be a better me? And nobody's accepting that, right? They're not accepting that because they don't want you to grow.
Right.
Those are the crabs in the bucket. Those are the people that want to keep you there because they want something to talk about, because they don't want to talk about their pathetic little lives, right?
Right.
So you
don't say that. Don't say that.
Let me say something. If they come for me, they come for me.
She can say whatever she wants.
I just want to say
but I'm just trying to keep it nice.
Well, obviously, they're a little pathetic. They're so invested in her life.
Right.
Like, what's going on?
The candy shop.
Can I say this? In what I saw today and what had happened, a troll was put into the equation and triggered that person and tried to create mess.
Right.
So we don't know how the other person feels about her. All I know is what I saw, and a troll tried to put a situation and tried to create mess. So that's why I said have that private conversation, because we can assume all day that this person is hating and this person is doing anything, but until you have a conversation, you're not going to know. At least give them that. You said you wanted the benefit of the doubt. You show the same respect and give them the benefit of the doubt as well.
Right.
And the other person removed their video.
They did?
Right.
Yeah, it's not up there.
It's not up there.
So there you go.
And see, I don't know, because the thing about
my video,
and you did good behind the scenes. So
right. But don't ever respond on video if it touches you so much, because what it does is it gives light. You added more fuel to that fire.
Sparkle, let me tell you something. People are going to keep judging you because wherever you came from, I don't know what it was. They're going to keep judging you. But what I do know is this: when you came on my channel, y'all went through that stuff, y'all fixed it.
Right.
So if they're going to keep doing that, just, do whatever you did. It's on you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. To me, I feel like you're a good person. Mm-hmm. And I know when I was talking to you, you was like, let's talk behind the scenes. And behind the scenes, we had a great conversation. Be who you are, period. Because you are a good person. People can't change that. Mm-hmm. Now, if they feel a different type of way, that's on them.
Right.
But how you moving right now, it's good.
Yeah. I think it's so near and dear for me because I just lost my mother-in-law. So, and she asked me, she begged me, she was like, please stop the shenanigans. Stop. Mm-hmm. That's my baby girl. You need to watch after my baby girl. Mm-hmm. And it makes me feel some type of way when I feel like I have to be like this. I was a little girl who had to close my mouth and not say nothing. Mm-hmm. So when people are attacking me and I have to do the same thing, it triggers me because it's like I've had to deal with that since a child. I had to shut up,
Oh yeah,
because
so children should be seen and not heard. I've heard got that whole convo.
But you and a dog.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But what it is it's like I said, it's a trigger for me. I go to therapy. However, that's something you can't just delete and it's gone forever. It's something that's it's almost like a crackhead always having to go to AA. Like you're gonna forever need this therapist, because if not, you can fall off the
crackheads don't go to AA, baby.
Oh, where they go?
That's alcohol.
They go to Val, honey.
They go to actual therapy.
They go to Narcotics Anonymous, not Alcoholics.
Sorry. Okay, my apologies.
But I will say this though, even if you feel like that, you understand where you come from, and you know where you're trying to go.
Right.
Respect the fact that people are learning to trust you.
Right.
And you have to give people the opportunity to trust you.
Right.
I didn't know you from when I first met you. I heard things.
Yeah.
but I gave you the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Our conversation was amazing when we talked.
Right.
But I'm different from a lot of people because I've been there, I've done that. And I can vouch for you. When I talked to you, it was great. When you had the thing you had on my channel, you fixed it behind the scenes. So I can vouch for you. Sometimes let the people who see you changing speak for you.
Right.
And see you changing. Because it makes a lot of difference, because sometimes people just won't believe it. But when you do change things, and then I can say, well, you know, I saw y'all do this, but actually they fixed that behind the scenes. I can say that because I know that, because you didn't even tell me that. Val told me that.
Right.
She was like, oh, yeah, we're good. So, you know, sometimes your friends are going to have to speak up for you.
Right.
But you still do the work for yourself. And then your friends that are around you, which made me build more respect for you, because I'm like, you know, I just talked to you and we talked. We had our difference of stuff, but we agreed on. You came on my channel. You had this disagreement, but y'all fixing behind the scenes. I can vouch for you. Just don't embarrass me.
Oh God, no, I'm not.
That's how I felt this morning. Yeah, that's why I felt this morning. I told you to DM me this morning.
You did?
Yeah, when you were going off, because I'm like, this isn't Sparkle Alley. This is Alley.
You was going off today?
Child, I
This
wanted
is
to set some
Alley
today.
You was going
I
off
wanted
today?
to set some trash
I didn't
cans
go
out in that
off.
chat.
I didn't go off.
Morning.
I didn't go off. I wasn't going off. Basically, what I was just saying is, you know, I was almost like nanny boo boo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just mad because I'm here.
But okay, so let's stop. You got to stop doing that. You got to stop doing that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm working on it.
If people bother you, let it go.
Girl, what you should do is count to 10 before you respond.
It's actually not worth it.
It's
no,
not.
it's not.
So what you should do, Sparkle, I don't know if you're religious or not, whatever.
Right, yes.
But I would count to 10, right? I would exhale, inhale. I would walk, pick up a Bible verse or anything that's going to be positive. Maya Angelou, whatever. Take that energy, go take it outside, go walk, go do whatever. Don't get on YouTube and respond.
Or just take a break. And I talk about this all the time. Take a break from everything. I took a whole 3-day break. Take a break.
So like
get your mental together and then come back, because it's okay to take a break from everything, not just YouTube, but life. Take a break and then comprehend how you want to respond, so that when you do respond, it makes sense for you.
Right. And
I told another person earlier, whose name I am not going to talk about because that's confidential. But like, what's going to happen when your channel grows and you're going to get more haters? Like, what are you going to do? Like, like you have to learn how to filter out the noise and not deal with it. So when you are on your trajectory for growth and improvement, you don't want to hear all the negative voices. Let that be in the background. Don't let that stop you.
Yeah. I received that.
And
it's like my first year being 30, so I definitely feel like I have to hold myself more accountable anyway. You know, I just turned 30 in June, so it's like that was a shocker for myself. Like, oh my God, I'm 30. Like, thank you. I'm like, oh my God, I'm 30. Like, oh, this, like, you are a grown ass adult right now. Like, you know, transitioning from 20s to 30s was like, in my 20s, I did, you know, I got, you know, room to mess up. But now I'm in my 30s. I have to hold myself more accountable and walk with my head held high. So that was even the pressure for myself as well. Like, oh snap. Like, I'm not I'm thir. You know, so
and listen, Sparkle, don't just say I'm a whole adult. You are a whole mother.
Right.
When I think about things that I do right now in my life, or hell, going back 20, I'm again 49. So when I think about going 20, I can't even tell y'all how many years back. I think about how me and my husband have worked to build a life and create a legacy that our sons can be proud of. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when they look back, when my kids look online, they're not gonna find nothing that once I'm gone that's gonna say, oh my God, I can't believe she did that. Right. They're not gonna find that. And that's something that I'm proud of, you know? So I I don't want you to, your daughter, you want her to be proud of you. Right. And you don't want her to find these moments where somebody was upsetting you and you had to na boo boo. That's her job. Let her do that. Let her be a kid. You are a mother. And you put that first and foremost in your mind. You are a mother and act with that first. Use that foot first. Would I want my child to be acting like this at 30 years old? Hell no, you would not.
No.
Hell no, you would not. And you behave as a mother would behave. An adult mother, not a teenage mom, but an adult mother would behave before you turn that camera on. That's what you do.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, because these are the things we leave behind for our children. See, this is the thing people fail to understand. The internet's not going nowhere. Right. And it's just getting bigger and better. And these kids are going to be able to find everything we've ever done. Everything.
I started.
Yes.
And when she looks you up, what do you want her to see?
Yes. Evangelist Val said a word.
What she got the candy shop?
We're in our last 5 minutes. Huh?
Are we leaving?
Are we leaving?
Yes. I'm not gonna be here all night. So
you can't do a 2-hour and 30-minute live.
No, I wanted everybody just to say their final thoughts. I can do 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Sparkle, you need to DM me.
Go to work in the morning.
I will. You just added me today, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
So yeah, you should DM her and let her speak grace over you, honey.
Yes, ma'am. She's gonna give you good advice.
Oh, you guys are so much more well-adjusted than I am.
Because we're older.
Anybody else want live?
Oh yeah. Get my sister down here too.
Is anybody else want live tonight?
Right.
Yeah, I'll be in the bushes if y'all go.
I would go live.
Very short.
Look, I would go live, but W1 to walk down here 2 times. Like,
okay, we did live last night, long time. What's going on tonight?
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Miss
Love y'all.
Love you too.
Love you too.
I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you guys so much for just opening your arms and, leaving my past in the past and accepting me for who I am today. I really, like I said, as y'all guys know, I got mama and daddy issues. I got abandonment issues. I got a lot of issues. So
we all do.
Right. Right.
True.
So
that's how we deal with them. It's
very true.
So I feel like almost like I have that sense. I have my own intermediate family and my husband's family and my family. But so this kind of feels like another like branch to my tree in a sense, and it makes me feel good. And I truly appreciate you guys, and you guys have my word. I'm not turning my backs on y'all, and I hope that you guys don't turn your backs on me.
I sent you a text and told you it's all good. You was like, "Can I talk?" You don't have to worry about nothing. I got you. We good.
Sunny, please don't call me. You
not right now. I'm about to go to dinner, girl. You okay? I like you. You fine.
Thank you.
You'll be fine.
Thank you.
Well, I want to thank Sunny for even inviting you into my life.
Yeah. Thank you.
I do appreciate you. I love your honesty. Because you're brutally honest with me. I love that. It's like, Dad, like this was going on. That's how I feel. So I appreciate that. And I think that's with you, Sunny, and the candy shop. Like y'all are all like that. Even Q's like that. So I appreciate all of you guys for that. Cody, I'm gonna write my love letter to you.
Wait.
I met Cody through Sunny too. That's crazy. She connected all of us if you think about it.
But I appreciate all you guys. I think that you are all amazing. I love that I got to be back on YouTube today with talking.
I'm glad you're back.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Are you going live tonight, Deb? It's game night. It's Wednesday.
I feel like I should go live because I feel like this is so short.
Everybody, I know. What the hell?
Oh wait, Candy Shop.
Should we have game night?
I mean, first of all, Candy, when I'm on live for 10 hours.
Not when you check your days.
It's 11:31.
About that.
That's why I said she need to stay on till 12. I got 30 minutes.
No, I can't. I'm tired.
Y'all want to have game night? You want game night?
Yeah, I'll come on game night now.
You see?
Let me log on so I can set up game night. Let's have game night. I need
I'm
something.
gonna go get me something to drink because I need to catch up. I never
Okay.
catch
I need
up.
a damn
I'm gonna log
laugh.
on.
Right, well,
I'm gonna set up
I'm
game
gonna
night.
scratch this wig off my head.
Todd, if you want to come, we're gonna have game night.
Yes.
I
And
think you gonna snatch that wig off her head.
I need all of y'all at game night. I'm gonna see y'all in a minute.
The
Bye.
candy shop. This is totally the Brady Bunch. I just it's the Brady Bunch at this point.
yes, I had fun. Nice meeting you, Cardi B.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
Patty Mama.
You too. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And I'll be on my best behavior.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Don't listen to Keaton. He get you in trouble.
Nice to
I
meet
can
you,
sell it. I
Sunny,
can sell the crap I
Sparkle.
want because I ain't got a channel.
Bye, Cuddy.
Body Cotty.
We're heading to So Debonair's channel.
The after party.
Game night.
The after party turn up.
Okay.
So
So
debonair.
this was fun. Thank
This
y'all
was
for joining me. I love y'all.
We love you too. See you tomorrow at Champagne and Conversations.
Yes, Champagne Conversations. Are you coming to game night though? With So
I
Deb?
got 30 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna end this. We finna jump over there.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Bye-bye.